Let's first talk about the penalty that wasn't. Yes or no? Yes or no, Farhad? Is that a penalty?
The VAR check went on for so long. It turned into an offside. Then it turned into Vlahovic foul. It went through so many, so much. Forget the word, but anyways, it was hilarious. I don't think it was a penalty. I mean, even if it was a soft one.
So you're a no. You're a no on this.
No, I'm a no.
Frederic, yes or no? Penalty.
I'm a no, and I'm gonna tell you as to why. Vlahovic did everything great, and then all of a sudden, in the same action, the stupidity of Vlahovic comes into play. You've passed the man. No, but you've passed him. You play the ball with a nice back heel through his legs. You
Beautiful
have
move.
the advantage. Beautiful movement. Keep your arms away from him. If he pulls you down, it's always a penalty. But if you start struggling and scraping and jostling and whatever, then you know it can go both ways. Leave the guy alone. Manage your pace. You know, if you lose stability, so be it. But just leave him alone. And any smart striker knows that when you're past the man in the penalty area, don't touch him. If he touches you, it's always a penalty.
Mm-hmm.
But don't give him reason to debate or to turn the decision back or whatever. And that's what he did. And sorry, for me, that's plain stupidity. That's plain stupidity and nothing else.
There's nothing wrong with him putting his arms out. I think that the second he grabs the jersey, though, it's that grab, right? If he uses his physicality and stays big, keeping his arms obviously below the head level, they'll never call that a penalty against or a foul against him ever. But the second you see him grab first, I think that's what was the sort of the decision was him grabbing first.
Segment idea. Lowest IQ moment of the game.
Well, we're about to get to that.
Okay, good.
Because the second moment of the game, no, that was not it. We are all a no penalty on that one. So not much to discuss. Let's move to the second big moment of the game, Dusan's breakaway. All right. Frederic says the only goals we can score, unlucky outside of the box ones from our not forwards because our forwards can't score. I jokingly said, well, if we got a breakaway. Well, we got one, folks. It couldn't get any clearer than that. So an easy 1-0 up, right, Frederic?
It's it's mine. It's always the same exact situation. It's like, I swear, if you could put Vlahovic's brain into like a little bird, the bird would fly backwards and I don't know what would happen. I mean, you have that momentum going. You clearly have your first touch well in place because he wins a lot of meters on his defender. So you think that you'd have time to get a good body position for yourself in front of the goal. And then you see Vlahovic thinking. And it turns to, you know what? A striker with a true striker's mentality and a striker's instinct just goes towards the keeper, places the ball into a corner with a little shimmy or a feint or whatever, and it's in, done. No, Vlahovic has to get past the keeper, and he does that so slow executionally wise that, you know, almost half of the defensive line gains grounds on him. He gets a little nudge. I'd say, you know, drop yourself as if you were shot down. He doesn't do that either. He insists on keeping his stability, and then just, you know, is happy by just touching the ball wherever and seeing where it ends up. And that's, you know, example number 2 of Vlahovic's stupidity. So yeah, maybe somebody has a different opinion. I don't know, but
we'll go to Farhad. Farhad, you had said we wanted your boneheaded moment of the game. Is the absolutely choked breakaway not
You know
your
what?
boneheaded moment of the game?
You know what your guys' problem is? You guys expected a goal there. If you've seen Fight Club, there's a quote, "I am Jack's complete lack of surprise." I watched the entire sequence just sitting back like, no, I'll celebrate the surprise of the goal because I honestly don't even see it happening. I see Dusan somehow completely effing it up at the end, which he did. I think that the reason he went to his left is because his last touch was awful. It just went too far. Otherwise, I think he would have shot the ball in front of the goalie. But what do I know? That's just my thought. But
he went to his left because he only has 1 foot, Farhad. Did you not see his volley with the right foot? It's up there with Koopmeiner's shot from last season.
Maybe that's why. But the thing remains is that I was not surprised at all. I would have been more surprised if he scored. And that's sad because that's our number 9 that makes, like the commentator said, $1 million euros a month.
More. Which is, we don't need to talk about. We've talked about his salary enough, and it's not his fault. It's whoever gave it to him.
At least we don't have to pay him scoring bonuses.
Yeah,
so that's the upside.
Real simple. Real simple. You know, I will say though, and I want to toss this to you guys because we've talked about 2, pretty poor moments from Vlahovic, in my opinion, and I think we all agree on that. But a lot of people were saying across the social media verse that Vlahovic actually, more so than any other player on our team, was playing well. He was playing inspired. He was playing with his back to goal. He was winning balls. He was fighting. He showed more grinta than everybody else. Obviously, he missed those 2 opportunities. But what is your response to that, Frederic?
If we have to pay somebody over 12 million a year to press and show grinta, I'll be happy to take that job upon myself and run like a lunatic squirrel up and down the pitch and scare some defenders. If you don't need me for technical ability, you don't need me to score, you don't need me to hand out assists, but just run and press like a madman. Hey, I'll do it. I'll even kiss the badge. I'll celebrate with the team. I'll scream fino alla fine every 5 minutes, whatever you want. So, I mean, but that's the thing. Like there has to be some level of acceptance. What can we accept? What is the job of a certain player?
Mm-hmm.
What do we ask of him? And if that player, whoever that is not capable of doing that, then he should be out. And I don't care if it's Vlahovic, I don't care if it's Yildiz, because I've pretty much had it with Kenan as well. I'm gonna be totally up and blunt because I'm sorry. You're this great big talent. You won 7 million a year, but you failed to score a goal, or you scored 2 goals in 12 games. And we've been talking about him since, like, what is it, middle of September? Yeah, he seems tired. Well, it's the end of November. He still seems tired. I mean, there has to be an underlying issue there. And I'm not putting his quality or his talent into doubt. No, far from it. But I think if there was ever a right time to stand up as the talent that you are and, put the team on your back, then it should have been the last couple of months. Yet every game, he's, slouching, dragging a bit. And you see once in a while that spark of genius. And I love that about him. But let's not be too fast and compare him to Del Piero and the greats, because I'm sorry, he has done nothing thus far to prove or merit that status. And that goes not only for Kenan Vlahovic, but for me, the rest of the team. The only one I'm comfortable with is Kelly. The only one I'm comfortable with is Kelly, because that guy has hit a ceiling and he does his best to maintain that level day in and day out. You don't hear him complaining. You don't hear him pointing fingers. You don't see him throwing tantrums. He's just a guy who knows what his capabilities and his limits are, and he plays accordingly and with passion. And that's, good enough for me, because the guy gives it his all. Then I see Thuram, I see Locatelli, I see Di Gregorio, I see Cambiaso, I see Yildiz, I see Vlahovic, and I'm like, are we in the multiverse or somewhere, or what happened? Because I don't know.
I mean, it's kind of silly. My wife, who doesn't follow Juventus at all, was watching the game, and she's asked, "Why does everyone who come to Juventus stink?" And I was going to respond, but I realized that is the gazillion-dollar question, right?